says, hey, coach, I'm in the beginning stages of talking to a girl. Okay. Been on 2 dates with her. All right. She's a very godly woman. Do you have any tips for me for the stage I'm in? What should I be focusing on? Great question. Well, one thing about a godly woman is she has godly standards. And the number one thing that you should be focusing on is not trying to meet her godly standards temporarily to get her attention, but you don't have that godly standard standing in your life and you standing on that business. All right? Because one thing about a godly woman, man, like they stand on that, right? And you got to make sure, hey, am I standing on that same business? Am I standing on those same principles? Am I standing on those different things? Am I a stand-up guy? Do I have understanding? My friend, focus on understanding. If you don't have the strength to stand under who you are as a child of God, if you don't have the strength to stand under who you are in to be operative in this world and your purpose, if you don't have that type of strength to stand under the weight of that, then my friend, you're not going to have enough strength to stand under the weight of what a godly woman will be placed on you when it comes to your responsibility as a husband. So don't get distracted because she's cute and godly that you lose sight on your personal development or lose sight of asking God, is this even the woman I have for me? Because my friend, you do not want to stand under a woman, the weight of a marriage with a woman that you ain't called to have the strength to have. Do you know you do not have grace for everyone? Do you know you have to have the grace for the race, and marriage is a marathon? And God has given us a pouring, an amount of grace to be able to handle certain races. Some people are sprinters. Some people are marathon runners. Like God has poured into me a grace for my wife, so I won't try to erase my wife, but I will constantly embrace my wife because I have a supernatural grace for her. God blessed us with Hannah because God saw that my wife and I have the grace for the race that Hannah would have to run, to be able to graciously guide her with truth and wisdom so that she'll be able to run the race that she was meant to. So now you got to ask yourself, do you even fully understand who you are in Christ? Do you fully understand who you are, whose you are, and what you are supposed to do? Because if you don't understand those different things, then you won't have the strength in your legs to stand under the weight of being married to this godly woman. So yes, enjoy the beginning stages, but that's when a lot of people lose sight of themselves. So now, AJ, you got to look at your heart and ask yourself, hey, is there anything in my heart that desperately want this more than I want God? Am I content in my singleness, or am I trying to do whatever it takes to get with this person? Did this woman find me in my purpose, or did she find me restless and whatnot? That's why I think about how God did Adam. God did not give Adam an assistant until Adam fulfilled his assignment. God gave Adam an assignment before God gave Adam an assistant. And when did God give Adam an assistant? When Adam was at rest. Once Adam finished his assignment, he was in a rested season. A rested season, in other words, means a season of contentment. If you're restless in your singleness, God is not going to bring you a person. But if you're at rest with your singleness, then you will take how much ever time to pray about that girl, to pray about if that girl is supposed to be in your world and you in her world, and then you will begin to have the confidence and the boldness, even with that tear coming down your eye, to tell a good thing no, to maybe have to wait 2 years for the God thing. If you don't have that level of contentment, then my friend, she might not be the right one for you. I'm in the beginning stages of talking to a girl, been on 2 dates with her. She's a very godly woman. Do you have any tips for me for the stage I'm in? What should I be focusing on? Stay focused on God, stay focused on you, so that you'll develop the sensitivity needed to ask if you should feed it. Because it's better for you to say, you know what? It was great. The first 2 dates were amazing. But God is more amazing to me, and he told me this is not it, and I prematurely sparked something. I have prematurely sparked things with girls. I've prematurely sparked things in business. I prematurely sparked things in friendships. I've prematurely sparked things, and I had to walk away from them and had to deal with the reality of I sparked something that God never told me to. And so before you get her heart, before you riz her up, you gotta talk to the one who has risen and talk to and ask him, hey, is this something that you want me to keep rising the flame of? Because what you don't want is to rise the flame of someone you do not have the grace for the race they was meant to run. Hope that helped.